Okay.
Alright.
Okay, tell me whenever...
We're on.
Okay. Hello,
Hello.
everybody. This is Ocarina of Time, GSR. We'll get into the specifics of GSR as a category later in the run. File name is Jeff, for whatever reason.
Let's go,
but
Jeff.
we can get this started whenever we're ready.
Yeah.
Are we ready? Alright, I'll count us down. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is GSR. What that stands for is Ganondorf Source Requirement, and basically what it means is we have to beat the game in the most fair way possible. The exact rules are pretty much, you have to beat the game by killing Ganon, and you have to get to Ganon through Ganondorf, which you need the light arrows for, and you have to get the light arrows from the light arrow cutscene at the end of the run. And to get into that cutscene, you need Spirit and Shadow Medallion, and you also need a quiver, and we get the bow from Forest Temple. To shoot the light arrows. So that's the requirements for the run. It's kind of a complicated rule set. And also, we're not allowed to...
It's just getting everything you need to beat Ganondorf, and from where it's supposed to come from. And that's pretty much it.
Yep, there's a source requirement on all of the items that we get. We have to get them from their source. There's no cheating and glitching items into our inventory. And we can't do any wrong warps. If you're familiar with other Ocarina of Time runs, we can warp to a place we're not supposed to. By various methods. We're not allowed to do any of those. And we can't do cutscene skips at the end of dungeons like we normally can either. Just kind of a nitpicky thing that comes with the category. First thing you might notice is that this game is in Japanese, and that is because it moves faster than English. Well, not that it moves faster. It's less characters.
Yeah,
so
every character
the text
shows
is
up in
faster.
one frame, and Japanese just has fewer characters. Also,
Exactly.
Lake's just
So we got a bit...
so...
That too, Ohio. So we have a 3-minute cutscene at the start here. We're just mashing through some text.
Yeah. We're just waiting. This is the best part of any OT run.
Yeah.
It really immerses me in the
Yeah. I've seen too many Ocarina of Time runners get asked how many times they've seen this cutscene. I think I'm about at like 2,000 or 3,000.
I don't even want to think about how many times I've seen this cutscene. I just don't want to think about it.
Mine's a bit inflated because of no ace.
Yeah, same. I have like
Hold any
I have
percent.
like close to 1,000 no ace attempts. It's not good.
Jeff.
Yeah, we gotta wake up Jeff.
Looks so out of place, dude.
Yeah. I don't know who Jeff is, but good for him.
How many times did I see this cutscene yesterday?
I don't even have chat open.
I think around 20 or 30. I was doing no ace yesterday. Plus a GSR attempt. Alright, so we have control of Link for like 2 seconds. Get out of the house. Our first objective is to get a sword and a shield and get out of the forest because we don't want to be here. Nothing that we want is here.
Yeah, those are pretty important for this route because, as you'll see, we're not going to spend a ton of time as Child, but sword and shield are going to be really important for the time that we spend here. So you're going to see Lake doing a lot of side hops and backwalking. These are just the fastest forms of movement in the game. I think technically side hopping is faster as Child, but only if you do it frame perfectly, so you're going to see a lot of backwalks. And it's just the best way to get around. So especially in this maze, you see backwalking and side hopping to collect these rupees. We need 40 rupees for the shield, and the sword is right here.
Yeah, and the rupees are kind of routed in with all the movement. It's really, really well routed over the years.
Yeah, this 40 rupee route is very optimized. So people have spent quite a lot of time shaving off fractions of a second to get this movement as fast as possible.
Cal thought I would be playing on God's intended console.
Yeah, sorry, Cal. Lake's a cheater. Cool movement here where he targets that rock and does some like it angles his side hops and backflips, which lets him. It saves like half a second. And a nice little trick there where he jump slashes after jumping off of that fence. That's not actually a clip, like that's allowed in glitchless, because that bridge doesn't have any collision on the bottom side, so you can just pass straight through it if you have enough height. And now...
Not a bad shield time. Alright, let's see if I can hit this, like, 1% chance I hit this.
Yeah, Lake's gonna go for... Why are you equipping shield here, dude? Come on.
Because no waste muscle memory.
Alright, so we got the West.
This isn't gonna work. I didn't get a good angle.
Alright, so what he was trying to do there is, what that was a water extended super slide, where he jump slashed off the platform, and he went into the water and was holding a position on the joystick called ESS position, and that lets him, like, keep the speed from that jump slash. So he was going to try to use that speed to clip through the guard, blocking the exit, but luckily there's, like, a million different ways to leave the forest early, so you can accomplish the same thing with a crouch stab.
Yo! And we got Ocarina. We're gonna be using this, I think, twice? Maybe 3 times if I'm bad.
No, you use it to... You use it once in Child, and then...
Use it a couple times.
It's useful. At least 3 times in Adult. Play Lullaby once and Minuet twice, I think. Yeah.
My best possible time is still sub 118.
Yeah, let's go.
That was not a bad escape. It was 516. It's pretty good. Yeah,
that's
PB pace.
That's better than my
Yay. Okay, so we got a couple of objectives here before we get to the adult section of this run. Because this run is split into 2 kind of sections. When we were a child and when we were adult.
Yeah.
So we gotta get a few things. We need some bomb chews from the bottom of the well, and we need Zelda's Lullaby.
Yeah, explosives are extremely important for OT speedruns because they let you just do a ton of different things. And Zelda's Lullaby is required because playing Lullaby in the Fairy Fountain is the way you're supposed to get magic, and you need magic to use light arrows. So those are the only things we're going to be getting. Traditionally, OT speedruns have very short child sections, because playing as child is, as a rule, slower than playing as adult, so if there's something that you can do, it's faster to do it as adult, so you want to get there as fast as possible.
Just taking a little bit of a hike here. Going to Kakariko.
Yeah,
That's where the bottom of the well is. That's where our bomb chews will be.
But no biggie.
And hopefully, we'll see another West here. Can be.
Yeah, he's gonna go for a West to skip the owl outside of Kakariko, because I can kind of hear it like in your game. But basically, while you're holding ESS position, which is like I've said before, the position that lets him keep that speed, the game puts Link in like a busy state, so NPCs can't interact with him. So he can just go straight through that owl's text trigger, and it can't talk to him.
Cucco is not nice.
Yeah, so we're gonna take this Cucco and go on a little journey. Hopefully we can pull this off here.
Alright, whatever. He's me. This isn't that much slower at all.
Alright, so yeah, the Cucco wasn't really behaving. What he wanted to do is get the what we call the infinite sword glitch off of... Whoa, dude, what are you doing? He wanted to get...
I guess my C-stick was...
He wanted to get the infinite sword glitch off of that Cucco, so he would pick it up, and he would be damaging it every frame, and that would activate the Cucco rage cutscene, so he would drop the Cucco and backflip into the well, and he would, since he would be in a cutscene, he would just fall straight through the water, but you can accomplish the same thing by falling into the water and talking to Navi at the same time, which we call a Navi dive.
Alright, I just need a little bit of quiet for this part.
Yeah.
I use the audio cue.
I'll explain after. Alright, nice.
Cool.
So, so what happened there is he crouch stabbed that pot at the start, and that had a stick, and the little cutscene that plays when you collect an item for the first time activated the infinite sword glitch, like I mentioned before. And one side effect of the infinite sword glitch is you can't fall off ledges, so there's actually like a little hole in the ground near where he was standing there, and he just couldn't fall in. And as a side effect of that, if you shield the damage when you're in midair, you get put in a grounded state, so you're stuck hovering in midair. So he hovered off of that floating skull, the bubble, and he tricked the game into thinking he was over ground and pulled his hookshot out, so he fell into the hole. And having hookshot out, what's in
Ocarina,
not
by the
hookshot,
way.
Ocarina. Just ignore me. Having Ocarina out lets him skip a load trigger for the basement, so he can just land in it unloaded and just swim up to where the bomb shoes are. So it's a really fast way to get bomb shoes.
Yep, and now that we have our bomb shoes, we're just gonna make our way to Zelda and hopefully not get caught.
Yeah, hopefully. I love guards. It's like my favorite part.
Oh yeah, everybody loves guards.
Shoutouts to like the 2 different runs I've
Pull out
had
stick
where
there.
I got caught by the first guard twice.
Nice.
Yeah, and also another thing that
Classic.
puts a Link in a busy state is drawing a weapon. So he just pulled this stick there, and the owl couldn't talk to him. It is very easy to skip owls.
Exactly. Except for when it isn't.
Except for when you fail it, then it's like the hardest trick in the game.
Alright, these Stalfos are not nice.
That's why I take damage in bottom of the well.
I am experienced with being Stalfos.
Yeah, that's fair.
Come on, Link.
Sick movement.
So we get some rupees at the top of the drawbridge there, close to 60, and then there's another red
Yeah.
rupee
I mean,
in here, and we're gonna use that to buy a shield
yeah,
later.
we want to buy a Hylian shield. You could get it later in the graveyard, but if you have it as child, then it
Faster,
auto
yeah.
equips as adult, and it's like right on the way, so there's really no reason to not get it. So he's going to be going for another owl skip here.
This is the
Yeah,
hard
this is the
one.
one that's like not free.
I think I need one more. Nice.
Awesome, yeah.
Owls really like talking to you, and we really don't like talking to owls.
Yeah.
So.
Shoutouts to, what was it, Laser, who made that video on like what the owl sees when you skip him.
I didn't see that one.
It's pretty good.
Alright, so we get a little bit of an angle there, and a kind of precise position to walk up the little seam corner
Yeah.
there. And now we're a little bit out of bounds, but we're just gonna walk
This is-
over here. It
This is
skips
not the
having
last
to walk all the way
scene walk
around.
you're going to be seeing in this run.
Yeah. The easier one too.
Yeah, it's like one of the easiest ones.
Pause buffering this for safety. I hate missing this. And I missed it.
Oh no.
Whatever. We have a backup.
I stopped doing this strat. I started doing the one where you just wait with the chew.
See, I missed that like a bajillion times and decided this one was
Really?
better. Yeah.
It's interesting. Luckily, you're very familiar
Okay,
with
we
the
have a good
backup.
backup.
Yeah, so there's an easy backup here using a trick called the Mega Flip, where
Okay, maybe not so easy. I'll just do a perfect one. And buffer
yeah,
it.
buffer it.
It's gonna hurt Spirit Hover later and probably make it impossible, but
Yeah, I've done 2 Chew Spear Hover, or 1. I think I've done 1 Chew.
alright, it's fine.
Alright, good. So, yeah.
That sucks a little bit, but whatever.
Yeah. So ideally, you would want a damage boost, like over there. Like you would drop the chew and jump slash, and the damage would give you extra
Wow.
distance.
That
Oh wow!
is
So
some RNG.
that's the employee of the month. That's the employee of the month. Where
That guy's getting a
that guard
raise.
has like a 90+% chance to not catch you.
I have no clue how
He
he
just
saw
went
me.
straight through the hedge.
Yeah, he definitely just ran straight through the bush there.
So yeah, these guards are kind of a
Please.
pain. They start in fixed positions, but their movement speed, like how long they stop, and their head turns are completely random. Luckily, one thing you'll see at the top level is that if you side hop frame perfectly, like you're never on the ground for more than one frame,
Are you
they
fucking
cannot catch you. Oh, that's tragic.
I had a very slightly bad position that made it so that I needed 2 frame perfect side ups, so I only got 1. Guards are pain.
Kind of annoying. You hate to see it.
Kind of. Dude, my side ups are so bad. We're not messing around this time.
Baby strats.
Except for this one. Baby strats there. That was turned for way too long.
Yeah, that's fair.
We will just casually wait here. we will wait.
Cal saying he just mashed.
And here I thought.
Guards.
Wait, don't mash in guards.
Hey, I mash guards, but I mash smart.
You know, you'll never get a good guards.
Well, you're right, but I will get through guards even less if my timing is terrible.
Fair enough. Alright, so now we got a 3-minute cutscene of Zelda telling us her plan to...
This is what makes GSR so great, is all the cutscenes.
Oh yeah. Movie night, guys. I hope you like cutscenes.
Ocarina cutscene, this, Master Sword, both the post-dungeon cutscenes, and Light Arrow cutscene. And the one before Ganondorf. And the castle collapse. There's a lot. Oh yeah, he got... we call that the sticky situation.
Sticky situation. Here I thought the child section was starting off good, and it was. But guards is...
Yeah. That's rough,
Whatever.
but that's fine.
We're still fine for the run. In the scope of the run, we're chilling.
Yeah, we are big chilling right now.
OOT as a speedrunning game is kind of scary because there's a lot that can make the run
there's a lot of stuff. There's a
very
lot of
bad.
ways to mess up a lot of tricks. But luckily, GSR is one of the easiest categories to finish a run of. Even if at the top level, it's not the easiest category. I don't know what the easiest.
Should mention what we're doing. Sorry?
Go ahead. You talk.
I should mention what we're gonna be doing right after this cutscene. We're in TLoZ Lullaby, but we're gonna skip the cutscene that teaches the cutscene by dying on the same frame that we start the cutscene.
Yeah, so this entire time
he's been by getting pushed in.
This entire time he's been intentionally bringing his health down to half heart, so he will die in one explosion, and he's gonna use that explosion right as he enters the TLoZ Lullaby cutscene. So he dies on the first frame, and for a surprising number of song cutscenes, you actually get the song on the first frame the cutscene starts, instead of after you playing it in the cutscene. So if you just die into it, then you get the cutscene, and you don't have to watch it, which is very fast.
Pretty much every cutscene in this game is skippable, with the exception of Master Sword cutscene and Light Arrow's cutscene.
Technically, you can skip it. Master Sword.
Okay, soon.
No, I
Soon,
mean
soon.
even without the new stuff, but it's task.
Oh. Well.
You have to get a time. You have to freeze a timer, do a bunch of other weird stuff, and it skips the light medallion, and it doesn't even skip the whole cutscene. So it's not even worth.
Not worth.
Alright, so here he's gonna do the setup.
Good. Explosion at the same time, and we start the cutscene and we die.
So now
Pretty
he
simple.
is dead, so he doesn't have to watch the cutscene, and he has TLoZ Lullaby. You might not have seen him get it now, but he will be able to play it later. So
just talk to Impa to get out and we're on our way to the Master Sword. Got
Shoutouts to this for being like.
How big is our energy?
Shoutouts to this for being like one of the worst shops in the game.
Yeah, I've definitely ran out before.
Yeah, I've run out of the shop before he even gives me the shield. Luckily, he doesn't take your rupees. But yes, you would need the 3 spiritual stones you get from the 3 child dungeons and the Song of Time to open the Door of Time. But luckily, the developers left like a small little crack in the door, and because this is OOT, we can use this crack to clip out of bounds. So
unlucky, honestly, just pure RNG.
Nice. So that's
okay.
He was trying to be a cool guy and do it. There's a swordless and a with sword setup. He was trying to do the swordless setup without pause buffering, but also I should probably explain what pause buffering is. But
yeah, right here, we're pausing and trying to advance the game 1 frame at a time to get a certain frame. So
a lot of tricks in this game are frame perfect. So, or they have like a tight frame window to do them. So if you pause the game, you can just advance it frame by frame. So you can do all the inputs on the correct frame. That combined with like all the different movement options you have in the game make all of these like super precise tricks really easy to do in full runs.
Sub 21 Master Sword.
Nice. It's better than
2059.8.
Better than that other run. The plus E.
Yeah, better than.
So we're on pace to be underestimated.
I'm still on PB pace, to be fair.
Really? God.
Yeah, my best puzzle time is sub 121.
If I had like a 21 Master Sword, I would have reset like.
Oh yeah, same. I would have reset after missing the damage boost, but. Okay, let me see if I can change the bitrate real quick.
You have forehead in the chat for your door flapping.
Where do I find this?
Yeah, I'm gonna contribute. I'm gonna wait until it shows up like on the stream.
Yeah, it's not while I'm live.
Oh, that's sad.
At least not in Streamlabs OBS. That was what I'm using, sadly. It's 2000 though. It's
I see my first forehead, so I feel safe to go in there and do it myself.
Hey, so we have a donation by Anonymous.
Okay,
$5. Hey, all spotted toucan here, dropping this fat $5 because CC bullied me into it. Hope it helps.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, if there's any more donos, now's the time because this cutscene is quite long.
Yeah, still got 2.5 minutes left in this cutscene.
Yeah, it's a 2-parter. But luckily after that, there's not a ton of cutscene. We have one that we skip, and then 2 relatively short ones, and that's basically it in the light arrows.
And then the long, annoying cutscene. That's what it stands for.
Yeah, long, annoying cutscene, which is like 4.5 minutes long. 5. On palette,
yeah.
9. Because it's long text and it's laggy.
I'm pretty sure English it's like 10.5.
No, English I thought English was like 8. Because I know PAL's because it's the same slow text plus PAL lag. PAL's like a bad version.
Quo, I don't know if you heard me earlier. I said it doesn't let me change it while I'm live. It's at 2000. I don't know.
Can we drop down to like 50 bit rate right now?
Capital D colon.
Shoutouts rate to like 50 or like 100, and then
I think no, he dropped it to 69.
He dropped it to 69, and then he got 80%. Luckily, he was like local recording it with not scuffed settings. It was pretty amazing.
Quo, I went to the places.
I guess we need to splice then. End stream real quick. Dude, if you do it on the save warp, nobody will know.
Splice on the.
It's the best place to splice. Not that I know anything about splicing. No,
Okay.
dude, I haven't even been able to get myself to put in enough effort to edit like short YouTube content. I wouldn't even have the energy to splice a good run. I don't even have the know-how, dude. I can't edit.
Done this cutscene about 10 more seconds.
Yeah, we just gotta finish entertaining Sheik. This is just Sheik telling us about all the sages we need to help, and like skip all that.
Or most
Yeah,
of
you
it.
can skip a lot of things. There's a lot of major sequence breaks. Door because it allows us to skip every child dungeons. Well, escape, you get to skip the first dungeon and just leave. Dot skip, you skip all the child dungeons, and now you're gonna be doing a trick coming up in a couple minutes that lets us to the adult dungeons, which is pretty cool.
Yep. And just a quick save warp there, just so, because like the door that we skipped as adults, so we have to save warp to get.
Door of Time is one
of
of the few pieces of collision in this game that's actually two-sided. Because we never opened it, and as we're equipped now, there's no way to get on the other side. There would be with like more explosives, or well, actually not even explosives. You'd need hover boots, and we don't have them. So now we're just backwalking to Kakariko, and we're gonna head to Graveyard. Starting out the adult section, like most people, we're heading straight to the Graveyard, and we're gonna be getting the hook shot from Dampé's grave.
I need to see some guesses in chat. For those who don't know, we race Dampé. Generally, a decent run is below seconds. I am not decent.
Yeah,
at this
I
run.
think I've gotten sub 50s. Like, I can count the number of sub 50s I've gotten in a run on my hands because he just drops the fire like right in front of me.
Yeah, I almost always run into at least
Yeah.
one flame. I got a 49 earlier today,
Oh, nice,
though.
nice. My best is like a low 48. One day I'll have a 47.
Alright, put your guesses in chat.
Yeah, mine is going to be 51 because I have no faith in you.
Starting off good.
So
51 is still putting quite a bit of faith in me, honestly.
yeah, I mean, like, I want to have some faith in you, but like, come on. All right, yeah, we're 51. Oh god, Frozen's guessing a 104.
104, capital D colon.
Dude, that's
Come on, dude.
oh, that's so.
That's a low.
I don't think I've ever gotten a 104, like even casually.
I think my first few races were above a minute.
I've gotten a couple above a minute when I first started running the game. I think I've had one in like the past couple weeks where I got like absolutely destroyed by flames.
Did anyone guess 53? Oh, Nextron did. Let's go.
Yo, Nextron wins the grand prize of absolutely nothing. Congratulations.
Grand prize of my tears of the Stanford race wasn't very good. Alright, so we got a hook shot, and then after we get this hook shot, we're gonna void out using that door just across from us, just to get out of the grave
it's the
faster.
fastest way out of here.
We have a $5 donation from Animated Elf. Choo Choo donation train. Let's see how long we can keep going. Also,
Train,
I want to
let's
see
go.
Yo,
Flo
donation
play
train.
Splatoon.
Let's
Hog.
go. Alright, so now we're out of here. So now we're going to be doing that big sequence break I mentioned before. So when you have your the hook shot in your hand, and you bonk into something, and when you're coming up from the bonk, you try to pull it again, it puts Link in this weird, like, state where he's, like, swaying back and forth and trying to pull it out. And if he presses hook shot again on a certain frame window, he gets a big jump in the air, because him trying to use hook shot cancels it right as it's connecting with the shack. And when your hook shot gets interrupted as it connects with something, it results in a big jump up in the air called a hookshot jump. So that jump lets us get onto this seam out of bounds. And he gets infinite sword glitch, and this is one of the most annoying parts of the run, by the way.
Yep, that's bad. Whatever, I got stuck.
It's annoying because it is very easy to get stuck there. Because, like, there's some sections with, I guess, uneven collision, where the game treats you as if you're not touching the seam anymore and you can't move. So you
can save it by getting a good angle and side hopping or backflipping onto that part.
You can even pull hookshot during your side hop or backflip to shorten it. It makes it a bit easier. But, so we just gotta do that again. So, he gets infinite sword glitch, and he walks across this out-of-bounds seam, and this is going to take him straight over to Shadow Temple. That's the entrance to it. You can see it in the background right there. So, normally, that fence right there, it blocks you from climbing up to it normally. There's that pad there. That's where you warp to if you play Nocturne of Shadow. And, well, you need some kind of fire to light a bunch of torches down there, that are supposed to be down there to open the door, and you can't even get there normally without Nocturne. But by getting over here from the seam and side hopping on, you skip the load trigger, so it skips needing to light the torches, and it skips the need for Nocturne. And you can only get Nocturne after you've collected the fire, forest, and water medallions. So it basically lets you skip 3 dungeons and go straight to Shadow early, which is useful not only in this run, but in quite a few other runs as well, because hover boots, which is the item you get here, are incredibly useful. Oh god, you're going into this with 1 heart. Kind of Maka. 1 and a quarter.
1.25.
Well, you're gonna have a quarter finishing this. I would have...
As long as I don't take damage from Bongo.
Yeah, I would have wimped out and gone for the safety heart in the second hallway.
We can hit Dead Hand right as he's about to go back down into the ground.
He becomes vulnerable again for a quick amount of time.
One cycle him?
Yeah, let's go. Good Dead Hand fight.
Jiggle, jiggle. Yeah, decent. Didn't get the double hit.
So now here's Hover Boots.
Cycle nonetheless.
And now is for another little sequence break for the dungeon itself. So...
Need a little bit of quiet to focus for this. We can explain it after.
Quiet, yeah, I'll explain after.
Gonna make a safety save, just
smart.
In case I fail it.
You're low on shoes.
Also, $5 from Anonymous.
Dude, like the longest I've ever unpaused the game. Oh. Kinda lost my place.
That's scary.
We're good.
Hopefully. Yeah, so... I'm just gonna wait for this to finish. But...
Pretty sure we're good.
Oh yeah, you know, you're definitely in the right place. Alright, so that was good. So what he just did there, the first part is called boat skip. So what he did is he did a mega flip with that bomb shoe after getting into a precise position, and the backflip like goes over the chest, so it gives him enough falling and backward speed to do what's called a ground clip, where if you have enough downwards and backwards speed, some floors you can just clip through. So he clips there and falls out of bounds and lands in an unloaded room. So the room with the boss door, like right before the boss room. And then he navigates the room out of bounds, gets over to the boss door, and then does a ledge clip, and has the bomb shoe blow him up to hit him into the loading zone. Because all the loading zones for these dungeons are still there, even though the room is unloaded. And then for their Bongo, you just get infinite sword glitch, hit his hands, he runs right into you, and you stun locked. He's very easy.
Yeah, it's one of the 2 dungeons that we're gonna beat.
One of the 2 dungeons we're going to be completing. We're going to be visiting 4 of them.
Yep.
But
Yep.
yeah, so that's Bongo down. That was pretty good shadow.
Yeah, decent. Pause buffers were not nice. The place is sometimes really, really hard to pause buffer in.
We're just grabbing this heart for safety. So, you know, it's
Makes a trick at the end of the run
more
a lot
consistent. Yeah,
safer.
safer is a better word for it. So now we just have to watch this cutscene, and then before we tackle the next dungeon, Spirit Temple, we have to make a bit of a detour for more stuff. Because we can't do the rest of the run with just bomb shoes. We don't really have enough, and there's just stuff that bomb shoes can't really do. So after this, we're going to be heading up Death Mountain Trail into Dodongo's cave, and we're going to be getting the bomb bag. And then after that, we're going to go to the top of Death Mountain and up to the Fairy Fountain to get magic, which is one of the things required for the category, because you need magic for the light arrows to work. And then we'll be going to Lost Woods to get the Minuet of Forest. We're not going to be doing Forest Temple yet, but we're going to be getting the Warp Song for it, so we can go back there very quickly. So that's all that's coming up next. It's one of the more consistent parts of the run, so...
Yeah, shouldn't be too anything crazy
not a lot to worry
happening there. Just movement
have, like,
and maybe
mega
going
choke.
fast. Yeah, unless I do something really weird in Dodongo's Cavern or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I've definitely like done some dumb stuff in Dodongo's Cavern.
I've definitely lost runs to this section of the run, but
I think I've lost.
usually
I think I've
happen,
lost
like, ever.
one run to Dodongo's Cavern. I don't think
I've never fallen down though. I shouldn't have said
I've
that,
never
though.
fallen down. I've wasted shoes there.
I should say I've never fallen down in GSR. I've fallen down before. In glitchless.
Nice. I've fallen down in GSR, just not in DC. Fallen down in Spirit Temple quite a large number of times.
Yeah.
So just some quick
It's the most common place
Just
to...
some quick movement here, hookshotting across the bridge, because you can just hookshot the roofs, and heading straight to Death Mountain Trail. Alright, so we're gonna have 2 shoes for Spirit. That's doable.
It's doable, but I am not
not
expecting
ideal.
to hit it.
I've done 2 shoe Spirit hover, it's not bad. As long as you get the camera on one.
Yeah. I almost always get it first try. If I don't get it first try, I'll pause buffer it.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, yeah, so now we're in DC. We're gonna be using 2 bomb shoes total here. One to blow up this wall, and one to lower a staircase later on. There is a faster route for this category that would have more bomb shoes coming into this section, and it would use them. You remember that glitch from the child section where we backflipped onto the bubble with ISG, and it let us hover in midair? They would use that to hover up the head of that Dodongo and use that to get to bombs, but very few people have run that route because it is harder. But we will be seeing hovering again in the Spirit Temple, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, so basically going through Dodongo's Cavern normally, except being an adult has some benefits where we can just skip half of the bottom floor by
Yeah, that spot where I climbed the ledge and just hit
Yeah.
a switch. You're supposed to like fight Lizalfos, go
you have
all
to
the way
solve-
around as
yeah,
a
you have to solve
child.
some puzzles and fight some Lizalfos, because the only thing stopping you from reaching that is how short Child Link is. But
The Link does not have
yeah.
that problem.
I mean, even as Child Link, there are some glitches you can use to jump up there, and even one glitchless method to
Yeah,
jump
true.
up there. So. So yeah.
Yep, just get into the bombs as quick as
Yeah,
possible
this is
there,
honestly,
and the
this is
next room
honestly
across
the
from
most
here.
normal section of the run. Like, apart from doing this dungeon as adult, you don't really, and using bomb shoes instead of flowers, you don't really like do anything different. Well, and you also do a jump here He's gonna be doing a jump here. Normally, you have to go across this
Unlucky.
room to some flame puzzles, and you just have to go around like this entire section. But if you just jump onto this platform here, you can skip all of that and get straight to the bomb chest. So now we have bombs.
I tried to yellow the jump because I like to.
Yeah, I
but
don't really do
failed.
a yellow jump, but I should start.
I gotta get
Speaking
gold,
of YOLO
dude.
jumping, it's time for magic.
Oops.
The split where your time save and time loss depends on like one jump.
Yeah, pretty much. And a Hess for me. I'm not gonna do the Hess since I want to save as many bombs for Spirit Hover as possible
Yeah,
since I have two
that
trees.
is
But
smart. That's the reason I haven't gone for the Hess ever. It's because
I normally have a
I
lot
want
of
to be
bombs.
very stingy with
but
explosives, but can't really do that anymore.
this run I need bombs.
Yeah. So some good movement to get up here. It's using side hopping here because it's faster to side hop up slopes. Is that jump slash faster? Oh,
Yeah.
good to know. Alright, yeah. He's got to jump here so
There we
he
go.
can, like, avoid using a bomb, and you got it there. But it is very easy to just slip off. I used to waste so many bombs there because I didn't know, like, about the jump, and I would just mistime my bomb throws and they just wouldn't blow up the rock.
Nice.
That was back when I had, like, an over 2-hour PB, so, I mean...
Pretty good. See if I can beat that.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool if you could beat my PB from, like, 8 months ago.
Shoutouts to No Ace for teaching me how to deal with TLoZ.
Yeah. Shoutouts to No Ace. Oh, are you doing the
Got to
strat?
save a bomb there.
Oh, nice, nice.
I always do that.
I
dude.
don't do that. I pull a bomb as soon as I get up here.
It's worth it to try to save a bomb, in my opinion.
I mean, how much slower is it? It's not? Oh, okay.
Not by much, at least.
Yeah, because you do, even if you pull it right when you get up, you have to wait for like a second. So it's probably only like a
this is
second
magic.
slower. Also, yeah, this is the fairy fountain. So you just play Lullaby here and you get magic. So this is one of our 3 required items for defeating Ganondorf. The other 2 we'll be getting later on, being the quiver and the light arrow item. So now after this, we're going to be going back to Goron City and taking a shortcut into Lost Woods, and then just going straight to Forest Temple to get Minuet. And
I saved 10 seconds, Bug.
yo, let's go. How bad? What did your PB dude do?
I missed the ledge like a billion times. I think that's a little understandable.
I've had runs
Oh, it's
where
just
I'm
hard.
climbing, like I was like halfway up the wall, and the Tektite, who's on the upper platform, jumped off and sniped me off the wall. And I lost like 15 seconds.
Tektite's mean if you let him be
Yeah,
mean.
I've had him hit me off the wall from high up, and I've had him hit me off when I'm low down, and then stop me from getting back on. Nice.
Just damaging down for another cutscene.
Yeah, if you
skip.
remember what we did with Zelda's Lullaby in Child, where he damaged down and then did a setup to kill himself right as he crosses the cutscene trigger, he's going to be doing that again in Sacred Forest Meadow, because Minuet's another song where you get the song on the first frame of the cutscene. So he's going to be just trying to take as much damage as he can here, and so he'll be down to half heart here. I usually just like don't waste time on the way down. I Ocarina buffer there. So what he's doing now is Mido here.
We don't have
you have
Saria's
to play
song.
Saria's song for him normally, but you can also just backflip over him because he's short.
Also, just
Yeah,
faster.
it's faster
yeah.
than playing Saria's song. That's allowed in glitchless too.
Yep, we're just
Yeah,
backflipping,
it's just a
dude.
backflip, and he's very short. So here we're going to do a trick called the ground jump, where he tries to grab a bomb while targeting and shielding, and the bomb blows up, so he has a grab stored, and then he tries to backflip, and it comes out as a forwards jump. So it just lets him grab the ledge for that maze and skip the whole thing. And now we're going to be doing our setup for Minuet cutscene skip here. He's going to... Oh! We had this setup. Okay.
You don't like that setup?
I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah.
No,
We can use the position on that guy's butt
normally we just
to
real
get a good
snug and
position.
cozy with the Moblin's butt, and then we he paused there just to make sure that he started backwalking, and he pulled the bomb on the same frame. And then he just saved no continues, so that way he's back at Temple of Time, which is the best place to be right now. Because
I'm also just gonna opt to not Hess here.
not gonna
just
Hess?
for
Okay.
Bomb's sake.
I would go for it once, but
Yeah, sure, dude. We can go for it once. why not?
it's fast, saves a lot of time, and
It is
15
fast.
bombs. Assuming you use a bomb for gate skip. Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah, because like 15 bombs, you use one for bridge skip, and then assuming you used one for gate skip, that's still 13.
I used two.
Oh, you did the ground clip. Okay, so 12 bombs, and you have 2 chews. Yeah, you have plenty of bombs.
We have plenty of explosives.
Yeah.
As long as I don't mess up.
Okay.
If I mess up the gate skip at all, I can just do the bombless
Oh
one.
god, I hate that one.
Which I may or may not know how to do, but I can do the
so
bomb one.
bad
Yeah.
at
Feel like I need to.
at the hover boots one. It's so stupid.
I am also bad. I'll probably just do the
Shout
bomb
out
one
to
if I fail
one of
it.
my early GSR PBs that failed that for like 15 minutes and still PB'd by an hour.
Nice. I started with ground clip.
I didn't like. I was just like too much of a loser to do bomb tricks.
There's just a lot of
And then I
small
like tried
things.
them out.
And once you figure out the small things,
I got mad at that gate skip. So I was like, wow, I'm just gonna see what else I can do. And then I tried a mega side hop once, and I was like, wow, this is free. And I never
Yeah.
looked back.
Mega Side Up
It's
is pretty free.
It's
Do it
like
in
the
all dungeons.
second most free bomb trick. The
Speaking of,
yeah, speaking of, this is a mega side hop. You remember a mega flip from before? This is the same thing except with a side hop. It just boosts your distance.
we put on hover boots there just to keep our momentum
Yeah.
and we can make it across the bridge.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't really boost his distance. It boosts his speed. So he has a ton of speed, enough to just go straight across that bridge.
Yeah.
So that skips the need for either Epona or Longshot. Okay, next round. We gotta understand is everything is easy. Yeah. Just get
Everything's also impossible.
yeah, at the same
so.
time. It's
Okay, so we get ISG off there, and then we're gonna do a little hover and clip through the gate with damage. It's gonna be a little fast.
The only reason I don't do this is because I'm terrible at inverted camera. So he needs to get
I'm really good at inverted
he
camera.
needs to invert his camera here, which is just some weird camera trick. He needs to do that because it leaves the guard unloaded next to him.
Also, we need to see the bomb.
we need to see the bombs, but also if he was facing forward, like if the camera was facing forward, the guard would load and instantly catch him, and then that would be bad. So now he's in Wasteland.
You can get over this quicksand with hover boots, or you can Hest if you're really cool. I'm not really
Yeah,
cool.
we're both losers who don't go for Wasteland Hess.
Now we just follow the flags.
Yeah,
now.
for the first half, it's really easy because you just follow the flags. And then for the second half, you're supposed to have the Lens of Truth, which we could have gotten in Bottom of the Well. You can just do like a vine clip to get to it or something. I think I used to do that.
Did you
For,
actually
like,
do that?
2 PBs, and then I was like, wow, this isn't that bad. It wastes like a minute to get to it, optimally. But
you hundo runners.
well, yeah, because I'd been learning hundo stuff. But otherwise, the you don't actually have to follow the Poe. Because normally you would just use the lens to follow a Poe. But it's not actually following the Poe that stops you from voiding. There's just a set path through the wasteland. So if you just memorize it, you can just go through this without Lens of Truth. It's not that bad.
Sometimes that impresses people more than the
Yeah,
glitches.
not really sure why. But it's just a memorization.
Alright, now for probably the hardest trick in the run.
Yeah, so this is a pretty infamous trick. Next round I will hydrate later.
It's camera? All right. I guess I have a backwalk angle here, so we're just
Yeah,
gonna roll.
this is for style. This is totally intentional. So
Yeah, this is
if
on
you remember
purpose.
Before, if you get into a sword glitch and then backflip onto a damage source, like shield it, you get stuck in midair. We're going to be taking advantage of that to do a very big hover. So he's going to get infinite sword glitch off of this Poe right here. And not
by the
Poe, Gwei. Someone said Poe in chat, and yeah, someone said Poe's mad, so I had Poe on my mind. No, he gets infinite sword glitch off of the Gwei, which is one of the worst enemies in the game, and he starts to hover. He's going to be hovering ideally all the way up the outside of Spirit Temple. Okay, no, he's not. Never mind.
I've never failed that before.
Okay, so he was going to there. What he was trying to do is target that Bonchu in midair, which would have unlocked his camera and let him turn around. So this way, failing that loses like 4 minutes. So it's
not the end of the world for a marathon run, but it's a reset point for PBs.
We've both lost quite a few PBs to failing Spirit Hover. Because what you would do is hover up to the hand with the Silver Gauntlets chest, and then do a super slide, put on your hover boots, and you'd go all the way over to Mirror Shield. What do you mean? This trick's free. You have like...
I don't know why, but I can't hit this trick. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna do
it's like as
different.
soon as oh, you're doing the strat.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what he was trying to do there was a hover slide out of bounds and clip through that silver block because we don't have silver gauntlets. So
Oops. Whip hover boots.
Yeah, so we don't have so.
Yeah, I don't know why that trick's been impossible for me lately,
gauntlets,
but
which you're supposed to come here as child and go through the child half, which is on the other side. There's a crawl space.
How did you not grab?
Okay, so
I don't understand how that guy didn't grab there.
But yeah, so we just need to clip through this block. So Lake's doing a strat here that they've been doing in all dungeons recently, where you just like
dude,
hover boots roll here, and ideally grab the top of the block. And there's like a curved ceiling, kind of, I believe, that kind of lets you just clip through, so you can land on top of the block out of bounds and get to the other side of it.
How is he not grabbing? Do you see this?
Just do the super slide again.
I have a mental block on that trick, dude.
You also might want to get more bomb. Actually, no, you just...
Not right now.
Yeah, get him after Mirror Shield, never mind.
There we go.
Yeah, so he grabs the ledge here, and now he's in the ceiling, and now he's on the other side of the block. So now we just need to... Oh wow, nice spike. So now we just need to basically go through Spirit Temple normally, where we collect these silver rupees, climb up to the main room, play Zelda's Lullaby for a key, and then just make our way up to Mirror Shield, kind of the intended way.
Yeah, there's a reason that Spirit Hover is a reset point.
4 minutes is a lot. Nice side hop.
And
yeah, I figured. The fast strats. But yeah, it's kind of annoying. Having to do full spirit is kind of demoralizing. So
I've done it a billion times in the past week. So
I've done it. I did it a bunch back, like the first time I was running GSR, because I just was too much of a baby to spirit hover, and then I just set for spirit hover.
The resets tend to do this.
Run. Yeah. If you want to race this a lot, you have to be good at doing this.
New route, yeah.
Yeah, Lake's an innovator. So switching to do this, and we'll be in the main room. You'll be seeing the main room again. It's a pretty cool room. But for right now, we're just going through Spirit. That little icon, that like the little yellow thing, there's an invisible floor master here, one of those hand dudes, and he's just trying to get up in Lake's business, and we just want to avoid him. That's why Lake switched the direction he was like holding the like pushing the block from, because if you keep pushing it from the same way the whole time, he always hits you on the third push. It's very annoying. So we're gonna play Lullaby here, get a key, and we're gonna use that key to progress farther up in the dungeon. Just normal Spirit Temple stuff from your standard casual playthrough, you know.
Including the part where you clip over the Silver Gauntlets block.
Yeah, I remember doing that as a kid.
You know what I remember doing as a kid? Zora's River SRM. Classic.
I remember doing Gim as a kid.
Yeah. The good old days of Waterfall West as a 10-year-old.
Yeah. I mean, all these people saying we're cheating in our speedruns were like, how did you not do statue climb as a kid? Like,
it's just like how you're supposed to do it.
I'm pretty sure there's a Saria hint about it. So, I think if you come in from that door, it's faster to do this with hover boots. I'm not sure though.
I don't know about faster, but I hate that strat.
Well, I'd say it would be faster because it lands you right in front of that door.
Yeah, it might be faster, but you also have to equip and unequip hover boots.
Yeah, someone would probably have to time it.
I just always void when I try to do that strat, so I don't.
Dude, you get the sickest cutscene skip if you do that though. Like you do the last dude.
No, like I void at random parts.
No, the way I void there, I void with style. So I kill the last Anubis, and after I kill the Anubis, I don't grab the ledge in front of the thing, so I void out and it skips the cutscene, the door opening, which I don't even think is faster, but
I don't think it is either.
It's cool. It's swaggy, cool. And that's what I like about it. All right, so now.
Alright, so this was our end destination of Spirit Hover, if we hit the trick.
Now we have
but
Mirror
we got
Shield,
there all the same.
Which is 100% required. There's no way to beat Twin Rova without Mirror Shield. Although the one silver lining about failing Spirit Hover is you don't have to do the Anubis room on the way back.
Yep, we just walk through.
Pretty cool.
If we were to come in from hitting Spirit Hover, we have to fight that Knuckle again, and well, not again, but for the first time, I gotta get bombs here. We gotta get bombs here, and then get a silver key from. Well, I'm saying if you came in from
coming in from Spirit Hover, you'd have to light that sun and get the key. But now we don't, because normally the way you're supposed to do this, dungeon, just get the bomb pot. Normally, the way you're supposed to do this dungeon is get the key and open that locked door, and then there's a mirror pushing puzzle at the top. It's all really slow. You'd have to get the boss key.
If you're Count, you do that room, but you do it in a very dumb way.
Valiant Link, you would go up there and you would do this really hard trick. But we're gonna do a different, less hard trick, where we get ISG so we don't fall off this arm, climb up the statue, and do some precise movements here to get onto the statue's shoulder. And then we're going to be using a hookshot extension to hit this grate and clip into the statue's head. So now we're at the boss door, but we don't have the key. So we're going to be doing the same trick we used for boat skip, called the ground clip, where we're just going to do a short hover in the air. And nice. So he pulls his sword, which cancels ISG, and he starts falling right as the bomb hits him backwards, and that gives him just enough speed to clip through the door. So now we are at the Twin Rova fight.
Hope Noboru doesn't have a bad day.
So right now he needs to fight Noboru. This is an Iron Knuckle, like the other one he fought, except this one has some more health and a cutscene related to it, where after you kill this Knuckle, it plays a cutscene revealing that this is a Gerudo that you're supposed to meet as Child Link, and she got kidnapped and yada yada. But we don't care about that. So he's going to be doing a setup here to get Noboru one hit away from death. And then he's going to be... I'm going to explain it now because I'm going to want to let him focus. He's going to be luring Noboru into the corner, like to the right of him. He's going to drop a bomb and then use Noboru to do a hookshot clip where he fires the hookshot, it latches onto her, and it pushes him through the wall. And he's going to void out and skip the cutscene.
Oh, that was so close, dude. I don't know why the first hookshot didn't clip me.
So he clipped out of bounds there. He's falling, and he's going to void out. and skip the cutscene. So that saves like what, 20 seconds, a little more.
Yeah, about 20 seconds. Yeah.
So now we have the best fight in the game. I'm just kidding. This sucks.
But yeah, this fight sucks.
It's a cool fight in theory, like as a casual, like from a casual perspective. For speedrunners, this is RNG hell.
Yep.
So just gonna explain the fight so we can just properly bask in how terrible it's gonna be. Twinrova, it's the two witches whose names I'm not gonna try to pronounce. And they fly around. Occasionally, they will stop. One of them will shoot a little beam of magic, and you have to use the mirror shield to reflect it. You equipped mirror shield, right? Okay, good.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Use mirror shield to reflect it and hit them. The issue is the direction that they fly and the time between each attack is completely random. So they can just fly around in horrible positions and screw you. They can just choose not to fire and screw you. And even after you've hit them the 4 times required for the first phase to end, they can try to do another shot, which screws you. So you see there, they were like getting behind Lake, and he couldn't really like see, and he had to get into a better position. Oh, this is good. So sometimes you get good RNG when one of them gives you a double, like she fired 2 times in a row without moving. So that's actually not bad. Alright, another decently quick shot. And he's spamming the hook shot there to spin the witch that's not firing, and it just stops her from moving. So it just reduces, well, not reduces, it removes the risk of the witch just flying off screen where you can't hit her. Alright, so that's 4 hits. So that's enough for the first phase to be over. Well, they didn't troll you.
Second phase is not RNG at all.
People,
Unless
people
you're
like
bad.
to think it's RNG, because the way it is, she fires 3 attacks. Well, she fires attacks in waves of 3. You need to catch 3 of one type in your shield to hit her. Casuals don't one-cycle this fight, so once you start damaging her, like she gets down to lower health, like I think below half health, she stops firing 3 in a row, and it becomes random which one she fires. We're gonna kill her in 1 cycle here, so that's never gonna be an issue.
Okay. Getting through Spirit Temple without dying is a pretty big
Yeah,
pog.
that's really good.
I don't really care that we failed Spirit, however.
is one of the hardest dungeons in any category. Like, it is actually very difficult, so...
Alright, chat, pick your poison. What are they saying?
Yeah. What do you guys think the witches are saying right here? This is the best cut. This is one of the best cutscenes in the game.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna do the unthinkable. I'm gonna shout out Champ Cal in this one, just because my health is low.
Shout out to Champ Cal.
Yeah. After we flamed him for this the other day.
I'm
gonna do it.
No. That shit. Dude, just get the fairy. Come on, don't do this.
I don't want to get
The
hit,
fairy
dude.
in the stealth
Not one
host
heart.
room, dude.
They could hit me on the way over
Yeah,
there.
but then you just walk like across 2 rooms. It's no big deal.
This is a no reset run,
This is
and
a
this
big
loses like
disgrace.
20
No,
seconds.
okay. Yeah, so ideally you don't want to get... Ideally you wouldn't want to get any heart containers at all, but if you're gonna get one, bongos is the best to get, because it's like right there. Getting Twinrova's heart container is a sign of weakness, and I'm very disappointed in Lake for going for it.
Okay, well I went for Noboru cutscene skip, so that's gotta cancel
Yeah, that's
it out.
like the inverse Champ Cal. Shout out to
Honestly, I wasn't gonna go for it, and then he started explaining it, and I was like, I guess I gotta go for it now. But yeah, we got the Spirit Temple One Piece.
Well, the thing
Pretty
is,
good.
when you said, I hope Noboru is, like, nice, I thought you were gonna go for it. I thought that's what you meant. So I started,
No, the
I started explaining it.
one of my no reset runs, I died to my crouch stab like recoiling me
That's the
off, and
worst.
Noboru
Yeah,
killed
you
me.
can get out of there fast if that happens. Oh yeah, now
Yep.
Ganon can't one. Well, actually, yes, he can. Because you
Someone say One Piece.
take damage from collapse.
Okay, so all that we have left to do is we get bow from Forest Temple, and then get light arrows from the light arrow
Yeah.
cutscene, and then we go beat the game.
Casuals think that you need all the medallions to trigger the light arrow cutscene, but the game only checks for Shadow and Spirit. So you just
Yeah, because the way the logic works out, you shouldn't ever have Shadow and Spirit Medallion unless you've beaten every
yeah.
other
I
dungeon.
mean, you can beat Spirit basically whenever, like after you've beaten Forest, and you can go back to Child. Like you can just go over to Spirit and beat it, but you're not supposed to be able to even get to Shadow Temple without having beaten the first 3. So that's just the way the logic works. So
I'll do a rando run. If we want to put an incentive for a rando run,
I'll do a
I will
rando
it.
race. If you want to send me a wad, I will do a race. I haven't done a rando in a hot minute.
I'm not opposed to a rando.
As long as it's like baby settings, I don't want to do like, dude, sick hook shot.
Thanks, dude. That was a bit
Yeah,
too
so
short.
now everything's ready for the light arrow cutscene to start. He just needs a quiver. Yeah, this is.
We have to have some way to shoot.
Shout out to
Ganondorf.
Chef Bear for telling me that this movement is 1 second slower than the optimal strat.
Shoutouts to everybody who jumps over this.
Shoutouts to me for deciding to jump over to try to be fast in one of my PBs and falling. Also, shoutouts to Valiant Link for falling here in a world record run. Oh no, the rando's gonna be at 2 a.m. I'm not doing rando, never mind.
Rando at 2 a.m. I'm
Dude,
down.
I can't do that. I'm on a good boy schedule.
Alright, so we have to get 1 key from that first room that I got, and then we get a 2nd key from this room straight up
Yeah, we
ahead
gotta
here.
fight some Stalfos, which is one of the most annoying enemies in the game. Behind, like, levers and waves.
Hopefully myself those fights are better than all the other ones that I've done so far.
Yeah. Stalfos are annoying. There's a bit of RNG with these guys on when they choose to drop their shields and become vulnerable. But it's fine. Wow, I wish I could get
Really?
Stalfos as good as that first dude.
Thank you.
In reality,
Die.
though, I always get Stalfos
There we
as
go.
bad as this dude, so... But yeah, so now we have 2 keys. Normally, you need 3 to get there, but one of the keys you have to get, you have to, like, go out of your way, climb up some vines, do a bunch of nonsense. But, we're gonna be doing a couple of nice little mini, like, sequence breaks to get into the block room, the block puzzle room without using a key, so we can use both of our keys to get straight to the second Stalfos fight for the bow.
Do a little ledge clip there by targeting the wall at the same time as we fall off the
Yeah,
ledge.
it's the same way the Shadow Bosky skip works.
You can see it this
Yeah.
time.
And then here we're gonna do what's called a Mega Jump, where he's just gonna pull out a bomb, let him blow it up, let it blow him up. And then if you equip if you equip hover boots on the second frame of Link taking damage there, which is like the first frame he gets knockback gets like increased because of like the way the hover boots are, and you just go flying, grab a ledge there, and we're in this room without using a key.
Yeah.
Now, these blocks, he doesn't have Goron bracelets, so he can't actually push them. So, he's going to be doing some ground jumps to clip up to the top. Nice and easy. Dude, you have so many bombs.
Yeah.
My PB failed Spirit BK skip like twice, so I had like no bombs here.
Nice. I love this trick.
So that's the impossible jump, which is
Right.
actually like pretty easy, but it can be annoying.
You fail at it.
He just needs to do the ground jumps again.
Luckily, like Uncle said, I have a lot
Yeah.
of bombs.
I was just jinxing you. Don't worry.
Yep.
bonk.
Pretty scuffed, but we're getting there.
It's okay. Runs are always scuffed.
Take two's the charm. Kind of really almost missed though, but whatever. Got there. Alright, so we just got to fight some Stalfos, and we have a bow.
Yeah.
So these are our two locked doors, one right here and one just at the end of this hall. Skip some text triggers by side hopping right there and just keeping to the right of this room. Just generally fast movement down here. Okay, so first it's one Stalfos, and after we beat this guy, the platform in the center of the room there lowers and do more drop down.
Yeah.
I hate this guy. He can walk over this invisible.
Yeah, you can walk over that hole.
Like, there's nothing there. Yeah, and I can't. It's pretty
I
cheating.
think my favorite thing about this fight is if you, for some reason, choose to side hop or backflip, like, after you kill that dude, if you're in the air when that cutscene of the floor falling down starts, you get dragged into the middle of the room and you get pushed on the bottom floor and you have to go all the way back here. And it's like... It's like really embarrassing and sad. Okay, so now we have the bow, and the bow gives us a quiver, so now we can hold arrows. So we have our 2 out of our 3 required items to beat Ganondorf. All that's left is light arrows, which means 4.5-minute cutscene. Well, 4.5 minutes until you get light arrows, and then another like 30 seconds to Zelda getting bodied.
True. Getting bodied.
Yeah.
So we play a minuet just so we can get out of the dungeon, and then we save warps to get back to the Temple of Time where the cutscene starts.
No, it would have been funny if you didn't save there.
Yeah, I kind of usually go fast, and sometimes that happens,
that's ever
but
happened to
not
me.
for
Like,
this.
I'm always afraid of that happening, so I just wait a little bit.
It's happened twice in all dungeons for me.
Sad.
Alright, so we're in Temple Time, light arrow cutscene. Do we have any donations? This is a really good time for them.
It's just we have 5 minutes of dumb cutscene. Look at all this lore that we don't get to understand because I can't read Japanese. Because I'm not a weeb.
Something.
Something. There's a 7th sage. It's me. I'm Zelda. Oh no, I got kidnapped.
Whoa, dude! Spoilers.
I mean, what?
Can't believe you just spoiled Ocarina of Time's plotline for everybody in chat.
Spoiled one of the most played games ever on stream in front of a bunch of people who have definitely played the game before.
Yeah, I guess we should go over what's gonna happen next. So we're gonna go to Ganon's castle after this, and the Rainbow Bridge will be there since the game only checks for Shadow and Spirit medallions, like Jungle explained earlier. And after we get into Ganon's castle, normally you're supposed to complete 6 trials, is what they're called, and they're basically just like mini dungeons based on the theme of all the dungeons you've beaten so far. They're like 2 rooms long, and it like dispels a barrier that is blocking your path to get into the inner part of the tower, where you make your way up to Ganondorf. But we're gonna skip that, and we'll get to that when it happens. We're gonna skip that, get into the inner part, and then just climb the tower. We have to fight a few enemies,
I'm sorry,
and then we fight Ganondorf.
Says, I have never actually finished OT, and quite honestly, I'm livid that I've been... I love the word livid. So good. There we go.
Axel Mad.
I don't have ZFG Mad. I love ZFG Mad.
I think Axel is like
Axel
my favorite emote ever.
Can I get some Axel in chat?
Any Axel subs?
Any Froggers? Axel is one of the greatest emotes I've ever seen. I love it. I love
It's a really good one.
So much.
Also, shout out to Axel last night. That's it still hurts.
I stayed up until like 3 in the morning watching that run. just for that tragedy to happen.
Just for sadness.
Axel Larson was on pace for a new 100% world record by 2 minutes, and he failed the wrong warp at the end. But
Really,
shout
really
out to
sad.
Axel. Check him out because he's a very
really good.
very good runner and a very cool guy. So, and he's very tall.
I think this is the best possible time I've had going into Light Arrow cutscene so far of all my no resets.
Nice.
The 128.32.
Simp check.
Simp check? Anybody simping for me?
People have been doing the simp check in Liam King's chat, and there's one guy who actually is a Poke sub.
Do they read dono? If they have them, they should read them. We still got like a minute left in this cutscene, and then like a minute and a half until we're actually playing the game.
No simps in chat. Yeah, the guy in Liam's chat, he is a Poke sub, and I've seen him in like other like girl streams, and he just like follows and subs like on the same day. And then he was talking in chat about how he was spending too much, so his parents emptied his bank account. I was laughing so hard when I saw that. Oh my god.
Yeah, by the way, Count finished the game already.
Yeah, Count
like
finished,
a minute ago.
Valiant finished.
Like 2 minutes ago, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Count's very fast. The fact that you're out of forest by the time the world record's done is pretty okay.
Yep. We're out of forest 3 minutes before the world record's done.
We're like, I think XX Sean finished his run, and then Cal was like in Spirit Temple. Shout out to Champ Cal.
Shout out to Champ Cal. I love that guy.
Much better at GSR since then, and he's just a true gamer. Shoutouts to the OT community in general. Love those guys.
That too. Best community I've ever.
Oh yeah, I've been a part of quite a few
Hands down.
speedrunning communities. Gen 1 Pokemon, or just Pokemon in general. Sunshine, SM64. I mean, they've all been fine, but Ocarina of Time is easily the best community I've been part of.
They'll have a little bit more cutscenes, but at least we're not in the same cutscene, and we got to move Link for, 15
We got to roll a
seconds.
couple times, pretty nice. I like rolling.
I do like rolling.
No, you can't just play a 5-minute long cutscene. I'm trying to play the game. Haha, Link go, yeah.
Alright. Just gotta walk over to this, let the Rainbow Bridge spawn.
Does this cutscene not start if you're not looking at it? Yeah,
Yep.
I figured, because I've almost backwalked.
If you backwalk off, you just backwalk off.
I've almost backwalked into the pit before.
It's,
Yeah, it
kinda
would have
sad.
been very sad if I actually did it, but I didn't.
Shoutouts to the clip of Flo saying, as long as I don't make any more mistakes, I might be able to PB, and then she walks off.
I don't think I've seen that, but it's pretty good.
It's a good clip.
Shoutouts to like the 2 or 3 separate clips of Nolly sounds pushing the wrong block in Spirit Temple. Since we're talking about embarrassing OT clips.
Alright, making a save in case I fail this. I have to reset for bums. I don't actually know how to do the Spirit Trial one. I never learned it. I know it's easy, but...
A
Oh, go ahead.
donation from Anonymous. I love Lake, and I love Shuli, also. And PP.
Wow, no love
Thank
for
you.
me.
That was the longest bomb I've ever seen.
Monka.
You know what? We'll try the 2 bomb, and if we fail it, then we're gonna reset. Alright. Just gonna reset here since I saved
Yeah.
out of bombs.
Yeah. We don't want to lose explosives because at a
Yeah.
minimum we need 3 bombs to finish the run.
I need 1 bomb for a trick to skip like 4 minutes or something. And
It saves like 2 minutes. And and then
2 minutes? Oh,
yeah, it's just like 4 minutes for collapse normally, and 2 with the trick, and then
yeah.
another one to save like 45 seconds on Ganon. 30 to 45.
Probably explain this part though.
Yeah. So what he's doing here, for some reason, so like we said, normally you're supposed to do Ganon's trials, but for some reason, and then there's a loading zone for the tower on the other side of the barrier. Oh, chat loves me. All right. But for some reason, the wall outside of Water Trial is also marked as a loading zone. So if you just hover into it, you can just go straight into the tower without doing trials, and it's really dumb, and I love it. So that skips a lot of stuff. Because you
yeah, and now we're climbing the tower.
You need a lot more items to actually do trials, and it takes a lot of time. So thank goodness we do not have to do that.
Now we're just climbing the tower and
fighting,
gotta do a few fights before Ganon. Oh, he's right behind.
Oh, that was scary.
Yeah, got the boss key for Ganon. Dwarf.
Yeah.
The dwarf version of Ganon.
Shout out to Ganon Tower for being the only area without an RTA viable boss key skip.
Luckily, there's like really no need to.
Yeah, because the boss key skip is like the boss key skip is slower than getting the boss key. So, ooh, that's a good strat. Should start doing that. Oh, that was terrifying. When they both block you. Yo,
yeah, I mean, they can't really do anything, so. Yo, Richard Sage. So, that guy got world record in no ace the other day.
And today.
Kind of a beast.
Like yesterday.
Yeah, he got a new. He improved
it. He's a serious gamer. But yeah, so taking out both of those Stalfos at the same time, it's pretty fast. And now
Knuckles.
Oh yeah. I have no idea where my head's at right now. Yeah, those are...
and enemy names aren't your strong suit today.
I messed up 3 times. Dude. I should just like skip the game. Nah. But now we're gonna be fighting Ganondorf. So all of this stuff that we've been doing has been leading up to stunning him by hitting his projectile back and shooting him with 1 light arrow.
Yeah, everything in the run that we did was to 1, get to him, and 2, beat him.
Well,
that's it.
Well, you can get to him immediately, but to beat him...
Yeah, and then 2 beat him.
You need all this stuff. All this nonsense. So, yeah. We're just gonna shoot him with a light arrow, get ISG, or I don't know if do you do ISG strats? Yeah.
Yeah, I do ISG.
I'm sure we did glitchless strats. And then you just...
I have a lot of health, so even if I mess up the
and then we're just gonna stun lock him.
Then we should be fine.
He's a fairly easy boss to stun lock, so quite a few bosses in this game are easy to stun lock or trap, so it's pretty nice.
The only hard part of this fight is deflecting the energy blast back at him. It can be.
But there's like a setup that makes it like consistent.
There's a couple. I probably don't do the same one you do.
Yeah, I do the one where you just roll and jump off to the platform, like, right as he starts charging it. Let's see, which one do you do? Oh, you do this one. Yeah, I do not do this one. This is a little too Monka for me. But quick spin...
It's way more free for me.
Strats. Shout out to Count. Does that count? Or is that Nolly?
Alright, we're good. Little monk on the ISG
yeah,
there.
If you miss ISG too much, it gets up.
And we pull a bow there just to extend our hitbox further into him, make sure we stun lock him. Yeah, Ganondorf dead. One more guy.
Alright, so now the castle's gonna start falling
and one
down.
more trick.
And going through the collapsing castle is really slow, and nobody wants to do that. So...
Me included.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing a trick here where he's going to do a setup to grab the ledge in a specific spot in a specific way, so he partially clips into the tower, and he's going to have a bomb drop down. That bomb's going to blow him up. and he's going to hit a loading zone. But he's going to be falling for a little bit, so the game's going to void him out on the same frame he hits that loading zone. So he's going to spawn out at the coordinates he would respawn at, but the game's going to start loading the inside of the tower, so he's going to be out of bounds very high up in the tower. He's going to fall all the way to the last room, and he's going to hit the loading zone for the exit, and he will skip straight to the end of collapse.
As long as rocks play
Yeah,
nice.
there is a chance.
Rocks randomly drop here.
Rocks fall
They can knock me off.
at random positions, and if one of them hits Link, then it's annoying and sad. But luckily, I think you have full health, right? Yeah. So he's got a couple of attempts if he gets trolled.
But I don't have a lot of his bombs though, but we're good.
Okay, yeah, we're fine. Yeah, Shadow showed up there, so that rock was about to bop him, but oh, you do no jump slash strats? Let's go.
Yeah, I can never hit the jump slash, and you don't have to do it on PC,
That's
so
true.
I don't.
That's true. Alright, so now we are out of here. All that's left is the Ganon fight.
Gotta walk on out. Go. Okay, I don't target cancel.
Nice. No. Oh, you're gonna go for the kiss. Got him.
Reset.
F. Invalid run. You know, there's a setup for it too.
Can we do this again? I need to get the kiss. Can we run it back?
Yeah, can we just like
Couple
reset
clip.
the timer real quick? Try it again. Yeah.
But yeah, all we have left is the
You know
Ganon
the setup
fight.
for the kiss, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I just usually don't have enough
That's
time
fair.
to do it.
It's easy if you do the super slide, but don't really have
Yeah,
the bombs
yeah.
for that.
Alright, so some things to note about the Ganon fight. There's two phases to it. The first phase, he knocks the Master Sword out of your hand, and the game is hard-coded so that everything that you can damage him with does 1 damage, and he has 10 health. So in theory, you should have to take 10 hits to kill him. But we can do a trick to keep the Master Sword in our hands. So we do a super slide, which we have seen before in this run. Yeah, we did the super slide during me failing silver block skip. But yeah, basically we get damage. Well, we don't get damage, but we like shield damage and grab a bomb at the same time, and it slides us. And the purpose in actuality for this is to put Link into a busy state during the cutscene, and while he's in that busy state, the Master Sword can't get knocked out of his hand. You'll see it get knocked out of his hand, but he'll keep it as well. So there's gonna be 2 Master Swords, which is kind of funny. But yeah, here we go.
Yeah. So. Oh, and also to respond to what Frozen said, he did not have enough bombs to super slide up the hallway, unless he went for 1 bomb, and that's just not worth. So.
Yeah, I only had 3 bombs, and 2 needed to be here. So I just have to keep holding shield through this entire cutscene.
And then he'll keep the Master Sword.
And the Master Sword, yeah, will still be in my hand. And first phase will only take 3 hits since the Master Sword does 4 damage with the jump slash. And the second phase will take 6 hits, I think. 5.
Yeah. And another interesting.
So there goes the fake Master Sword.
Yeah, it shows it getting knocked out of his hand, but since his shield's up, he doesn't actually lose it, which is kind of interesting.
I can really.
Well, actually, that is the real Master Sword. Like, for an interesting thing to note is after the first phase of this fight, he's gonna need to roll over to Zelda and grab the Master Sword, even though he already has it in his inventory and it's only needed to land the final hit. The
fight,
game
yeah.
won't continue the fight unless he grabs the Master Sword, so it's actually required, even though he still has it.
I'm gonna do some baby strats.
Are you gonna do Champ Cal strats where you shoot a light arrow at him?
Yeah, they're originally my strats.
Oh, those are your strats.
Yeah, I used this for a while. It stuns him for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, you
Makes
see,
this
until I
fight
watched
not
Cal's
hard at
PvP,
all.
I did not know this was a thing.
I don't remember who told me, but hold
Yeah,
on.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
I think somebody at GDQ told me.
Yeah, I had no idea that this was a thing. This is mega baby strats right now, but
It's very easy to die if you're not really fast at this fight, so gotta finish the run. But yeah, Gen is down. Just gotta land the final blow now, and time will be coming
time's
up.
gonna be as soon as he lands the last hit. Dude, is this gonna be a Champ Cal Bob?
Yeah, it is. It's at
Champ
130.
Cal Bob without Spirit Hover.
Cool.
Alright.
Fine.
GG, dude.
That's my best no reset since preparing for this.
Nice stuff. Yeah, good stuff, dude.
10 minutes underestimate. Crazyism.
You'll love to see it.
Crowd section was really bad and I missed Spirit Hover, but those were the only mistakes, really. Everything else was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really think we have anything else,
that's-
so thank you for
having us.
letting me do this. It was a lot of fun.
This was a blast.
Thank you, Drunkle, for the commentary.
Follow Lake. Lake is cool.
Follow Drunkle.
We're
Drunkle is less cool,
we're
but still
both
cool.
Don't make me rescind my compliment, Lake. I didn't come on
Thank you for
here
the
to get
GG's,
bullied.
guys.